Well, what was
Because I
funny
remember
about
someone saying, "Did you just get another E-drop? Holy shit, man!"
what was funny about that is that we all had shitty E-drops, like 3 fucking radars and an ammo pack, and then he finally got an AC-130 and a Palo in one, and both of those
And it landed
fell
on the
roof.
building. I know.
He was so fucking pissed. He's
That was so funny.
Okay, no, the worst one was on Trailer Park when I got fucking 3 ammo crates and a sentry gun, and the sentry gun landed on a trailer.
Yeah.
I was like, are you fucking... I can't even get experience from this because you can't get experience from the ammo.
Yeah.
That was bullshit. Then I finally got an AC-130 on Quarry, but that match sucked because we're having some host issues.
Yeah, cough, cough.
I did fine in the end. Like, I pulled it through in the end, but...
No, I gotta admit it, like, I know it's not much I can do about it just because of where I live, but it was really funny listening to those guys bitch about my, me being host. I'm sorry.
I don't know why it always picks you. Like, for whatever reason, it just picks you, which is why I wish I had wired internet, because it probably would pick me if I had that connection, but unfortunately I have to run off wireless, which is all the way on the opposite side of the house, which screws me over a lot, unless my internet's God player that day.
Yeah.
But,
so, I don't know. That was just pretty funny.
Modern Warfare 2 was pretty much the first competitive game that you had played since I pretty much got you playing that. And you haven't played World at War, which I wouldn't recommend that anyway. I mean, it's not bad, but Call of Duty 4 is definitely a lot better, and I still think Modern Warfare 2 is slightly better. But I do have a lot of confidence in Treyarch for Black Ops. I really think that could be better, at least, than Modern Warfare 2.
Well, they've already mentioned a couple things already that they're going to be removing from the game that automatically makes me so much happier.
Oh, they need
one of them being fucking Commando.
They need to boot that shit.
They have said Commando is gone. At least that's what I've been getting told by people. I don't really keep track of it because, honestly, I just don't really care. But I've been told, and I've read a lot of places that they've stated Commando is gone and other annoying shit will be gone because they've learned from Infinity Ward being just complete jackasses.
Well, if it's one thing that I liked about Treyarch that Infinity Ward does not do, like, I really think that Infinity Ward was the better developer until pretty much MW2 came around, which I still like it better than World at War, but it's definitely got its fair share of problems. But if it's one thing that I really liked about Treyarch is that they have, like, an infinite amount better fan service than Infinity Ward ever has.
Yeah, Infinity Ward's fan service is basically what? They patched the Kimbo Model 1887s, and they lowered lightweight by, like, 3%. That's it.
And got rid of some glitches. But those glitches were, like, really stupid. Some of those. Javelin Dom.
Javelin Dom? Oh, my God. It basically turned into a game of, let's see if you can avoid getting blown the fuck up.
Oh, I ran into that on Hot Rise so many times, and it was
I got lucky for the first while. You told me about it one day, one random morning. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the hell is Javelin Dome? And then I didn't get to play that morning because I just went in bed. I went and passed out for like 10 hours. But I woke up, played a bunch of matches, didn't run into anything. And then I ran into it on Scrapyard. And I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, those small maps were just death traps. You put on fucking Danger Close, and that's it. You're gonna take 1 or 2 people with you.
Oh, guarantee. You could be fucking nowhere near somebody, and you're gonna nick them and possibly kill them, no matter where you just got blown up at.
So yeah, we've definitely had our problems. So what was your KD when you first started out? Like, it was a pretty rough transition process for you, I remember.
Considering Modern Warfare 2 is the first competitive game I'm pretty sure I've ever played, at least as a first-person shooter, my KD in the first day, I believe, was .20.
Yeah, that's not exactly a someone you want on your team, because that's someone who's going 2-10 every match, which is not good. But eventually, you finally did work through it, and now it's up to like 1.6 something.
It's 1.62 right now, but it's definitely looking like that's pretty much my limit. I can't seem to get it to go up anymore. It's pretty much been stuck at that for like the last month or so now, so it looks like I've reached my limit.
Well, it's definitely a good turnaround, because I know the transition was pretty rough for me when I first started, because first of all, I was used to Call of Duty 4, which is a little bit more run and gunny. Like, assault rifles were good, but pretty much
they were ridiculous.
Yeah, they weren't ridiculous. Like, SMGs in this game are just, in my opinion, pure crap compared to assault rifles for most people. Like, most people you'll see with assault rifles, but In Call of Duty
Yeah.
4, and especially World at War, you saw a lot of people with SMGs, because there really wasn't an assault rifle class in that game, minus the, like an auto assault rifle, minus the STG, but everything else was pretty much single shot.
Yeah. So, I've played Call of Duty 4. I personally like it. I don't like fucking 3 times frag grenades, though. I don't know who the fuck came up with that.
Well, in both games there's bullshit stuff, but I definitely think there's less bullshit in Call of Duty 4. Like, 3 times frag, and I don't even know what else was annoying in that game. Just 3x
Other than the
frag
spawn points sometimes,
yeah.
but that's a given in any game, really.
3x frag and wet work was probably the stupidest thing,
Oh.
or just 3x frag in general.
Yeah, Wet Work is such a terrible map. Every time that map came up, I just basically said, fuck it, and I sat in one of the other ends of the ship and just tried to snipe some random guy that might be popping his head up.
Yeah, definitely. When you go to Modern Warfare 2, like, there's so much shit that pisses people off. Commando, Marathon, and Lightweight. The models that got nerfed eventually, thank
Fucking
God.
Danger Close, one-man army, fucking infinite noob tubes.
Yeah, one-man army is crap. Danger Close is pretty annoying. Like, I can see why it's in the game, and a lot of times I don't have a problem with it. But when people just use, Scavenger over and over, or one-man army over and over, and just keeps noob tubing the entire map or rocketing the entire map, it gets really old really quick. And I've seen this happen a lot on Terminal recently. Like, for whatever reason, that seems to be the map that everyone likes to use this, Danger Close one-man army.
It's funny, too, because Terminal is probably one of the better designed maps overall, I would say. But the problem with that is that it being better designed, it leads to being able to rocket down entire hallways and killing people.
Yeah, there's definitely some issues with that map now, since people are like, oh man, I'll just use Danger Close. And then once one person starts doing it, like,
everybody does it.
By the end of the match, you've got 4 people who are doing it, like 2 on one team, 2 on the other, 3 on one team, 1 on the other, so...
Yeah, I mean, it just gets ridiculous. But, stuff like that, I mean, if Infinity Ward actually really cared about their fans, they would fix shit like that as fast as they could. The game's been out since, November?
Well, it's an annoying problem, but I really can't see them, like, removing it on any basis. Like, it's really fucking annoying when it happens, and pretty much I'll just leave a match at the end of it when it's done.
Yeah.
But I can't see them removing it just because of, like, this complaint.
Well, it's not so much removing them; it's tweaking them. Like I said earlier, they tweaked lightweight. They lowered its speed percentage from 10 to, I believe, 7. For one-man army, they need to make it so you don't re-get grenades for your grenade launcher. For commando, they need to fucking half that thing's lunge distance, which is just retarded.
That thing's just ridiculous sometimes. I hate the tack knife. I really do.
I mean, it's not so... I mean, I can say it's simple coding. I don't know how simple it really is. But for them, the people who made the game, it should be simple coding just to change a few things, tweak stuff, so it's at least a little bit more balanced. And yet they just simply don't do anything at all.
The problem with that always pops up is that people will be like, oh, well, it really didn't need to be changed anyway. Like, I wouldn't mind if they changed it, but I don't mind if they don't change it. Like, that's something that I don't care is changed. Like, Commando, I wish that was gone, just because of how much it fucking annoys me. Like, I'll shotgun a guy, and because of the host lag, he'll just Commando lunge me from 8 feet away and fucking get rid of my, awesome kill streak that I had. And it's always that one fucking MLC guy that pops out. It's like, oh man, what do you got? A 7 kill streak? What are you trying to get, an E-drop? Oh, Commando lunge from fucking down the hallway.
Yeah, and like you said, because of the lag differences, the fact that they have Marathon and Lightweight together makes them just fucking fly down the map, and it just seems to enhance the lunge ability because you're moving so quickly.
I would pay a small subscription fee for them to get some goddamn dedicated servers. Like, I would just $5, something like that, a little more than that, dedicated servers, so we end this, lag switch bullshit that people do, and the poor hosting where, someone's on a fully green connection and then everyone else is red barred except for one person who's got yellow. It's like, come on. By now we should have learned that we should at least get some dedicated servers up. Like, they did it for MAG on the PS3. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't have dedicated servers. I think I heard someone say their excuse was that they just simply didn't want to pay for it because it would have cost too much money because their fan base is large, which I will agree that their fan base is fucking large as a fuck, but it's like, come on, you can't just skimp out on things. You made how much money selling this game, and you're making how much more money from these overpriced map packs that they're giving us? I mean, Come on, there's no excuse to not fork the bill for some dedicated servers. I'm sorry.
Well, at least I'm happy with the map so far, except for a couple. Like, I don't like
Fuel.
I don't like Fuel too much.
Fuel blows ass. I'm sorry. You said it perfectly yourself. Fuel is just basically a warm derail.
And it's fucking bigger, too. Like, the whole side of that map, the whole right side of the map, I think, when you spawn as the Rangers, I think it is.
Yeah.
It's, like, just nothing. It's just fucking desert and rock. And the only time I saw someone over there was some thermal sniper just camping down there, and that kind of annoyed me. But the rest of the map is just way too big. Like, I don't think I've had a match end on there that ended based on score if it was a team deathmatch. It's always time.
Yeah, and it's just stuff maps like it's like okay, yeah, it's a really huge map. It's like, oh, that's cool. Maybe it'll be good for sniping. I guess I don't know. I'll try it out, and then you just look at it, and well, probably 80% of the map will never get used, which is the biggest problem with most